like a star. With the nightfall comes the shadows and the trees alert. Easier said than done when you are. I'm feeling, I'm feeling, tasting my soul. Fuel me, revive me. And I'm an arrow in the sky. I'm a tantrum passing you by. I'm an arrow in the sky. 'Cause I'm a tantrum, and I'm a full moon, arrow in the sky. I'm a tantrum. I'm an arrow in the sky. 'Cause I'm a tantrum. I'm an arrow in the sky.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining me. I know it's late for some people, but I really appreciate this. We're going to do a part two because it's still, well, it was a 12-hour stream, but she removed 5 minutes of it. So I asked AJ, what was it that you didn't want myself nor anybody on YouTube to see? What 5 minutes of your 12-hour, which was a lot of rant, a lot of gaslighting, literal gaslighting she was doing, saying something didn't happen when it indeed did, that you did not want us to see. So I'm now curious. I'd like everybody, if they could, kindly please smash the like button. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. Appreciate it. Let me start off with this. So, trigger warning, the N word is being said. So, let me share my screen. And this is what was said because we have the screenshot of it. Yes, it was a 12-hour stream. We are gonna go into so here it is, right there. It was Mussolini respecter saying the N-word. Right there. And also, she did say low IQ because if you go to Jenna T's comment from early this morning, you said I have a low IQ. She said it. I was there. She literally said it. So these are facts. This person has never been in my channel, would never be allowed in my channel. This is a person from her channel saying this, and she did put it on the screen knowing what it was. This is disrespectful. Blatant disrespect and racism going on AJ channel, Foodie Beauty, drama, and manipulation. So let's start off with that. It's right there. You cannot dispute it now, even if you want to. So let's continue.
Asset. She's reaping consequences right now. Just not the ones that people are so invested in seeing happen to her, right? But like if you don't think her health isn't going down the tubes, her mental health sucks, she's making a fool. I mean, there are some consequences she's reaping right now, including that, her income and
Can I say also that Mario Kart Maven was being more than fair? She does mod or did mod on AJ's channel. Not sure if she's still modding there. She did not say anything that was offensive, and she actually messaged me like she didn't have any idea what's going on and that she had nothing to do with what was happening. So I applaud MCM for being fair and cordial in this matter. I didn't want this to happen. I didn't even know this was happening until I was told that something was going on in AJ's channel and she was talking a lot of smack about myself and Kaya for the most part.
Natter's income at a very interesting point that Monty inserts himself into all this the way he did. Um, they're trying to boost each other. What? Say what? Because the income's going down too, and she has other consequences waiting for her, like the Canadian Revenue Agency, and um, yeah, believe me, she'll get it at some point. Might just take longer than people want it to. Um,
Kate says, Monty, I will admit I was duped good by this person. I'm nowhere near the clinical side of things, but I am still embarrassed. It's all good, Kate. It's unfortunate that these circumstances have happened, especially the way it did. Like, I, at first, everyone told me so many, actually, no, everyone told me so many good things about AJ. Like, AJ is cool. AJ sees things from a clinical perspective. AJ comes off as a person that wants to help. And I was like, okay, this seems like a pretty cool person. Let me hear what they have to say. I would watch her here and there. I never expected her to do this. So this is still a surprise to me. I was shocked when somebody told me she was doing this. Extremely shocked. And overall, I thought she was making some legitimate points, but to do this is just beyond me.
oh yeah, she's been getting more vile by the day. Um, yeah, but you got to remember it's customary behavior. So that's always absurd. Melty.
So Melty is saying this is a person that used to frequent the channel. They are no longer welcome. They're a persona non grata. He has touched the poop. I guess that's in reference to me. How have I touched the poop when people are referencing me? It's not like I'm reaching out to them. In fact, Foodie Beauty went into my DMs. Now, did I respond? No, because if I responded, that would be touching the poop. I did not respond because I don't want to break the fourth wall. I don't want to cow tip. I don't want to involve myself in the situation directly. I will react. I will review. I will give my 2 cents and call it a day. I don't want to have Foodie Beauty use me for whatever means she wants to use me for because that's exactly what she was trying to do. I'm going to stay in my own lane.
He has touched the poop.
Hey, Glasgow Gangster.
Well, if you're talking about Monty, I would say yes, he's touched the poop.
Never touch the poop.
Um,
Never will.
why, money girl? Haha. The dollar makes souls forget a lot. The thing he is just giving a bunch of trash a platform. Well, yes. It's wild how he lets strangers he doesn't know try to analyze a mentally ill person.
No one's trying to analyze. They were just giving their opinion, which they're entitled to. As Gary says, she does diagnose people, and I can't believe she says she doesn't. Exactly, Gary. We've seen her literally diagnose people, maybe not this live stream, but elsewhere, and then she says she doesn't. She is literally contradicting herself every single time while talking in circles. Hey there, Trash Boat. How are you doing? Hey, Uptown Nadine. How are you doing? Chatty Kathy. Hello.
Yeah. Well, and why doesn't he see how that might not be the best thing for his channel or for his own character? I don't know. I guess everything goes in this niche area.
Hey, Carissa.
Yeah, Melty, it adds a ton more stigma to mental illness. And I've heard that he used to work or works in the mental health field somewhere. Like, does anybody know doing what? Because his information is shit on that.
I have said that I do have a degree in psychology, but I work in the sciences. I've never said I worked with mental health before. I have said I've worked at hospitals before. I've worked in imaging departments, but never this.
saying, I mean, I don't know.
Hey, Mary.
Whenever I've looked over there, he pretty much just sits there and puts up comments and says two words to people and runs a lot of video. And so he's not really the most reactive reactor until he gets into this other stuff. And
Hey, Tina.
well,
Hey, honey bum.
like I said, there's a reason why I don't respect him at all right now. And it's
Luann, you are not blocked.
not his choices, but it is the misinformation. And he's done two videos since himself that are not correct in the psychological information he's trying to provide at all.
So if she thinks it's not correct, so why doesn't she enlighten me? I would like her to really enlighten us on what was incorrect about what I said. I made a video about Foodie Beauty contacting me in my DMs. Another video was on why Nader really is upset at Pete's. If she has a problem with it, then maybe educate. Say something. Maybe make a video. Not go this route because this route was really nasty. Hey, Azza.
Um, well,
Hey, Sunny Days.
I
Hey,
mean,
Ella.
I'm sure he does lots of great things and people like his channel, and that's all fine. But I just don't get it. Um, well, yeah, and lots of people watch lots of people. So, I mean, but my only thing too is like, it's not going to get out of my craw how he'd come over here and play that game. He needs
Here we go again. She's talking about 5 days ago. Dax was in there. Dax was talking. I went in there as well. I invited her on the panel just because I thought she was pretty cool at that point in time. And she keeps going in circles about this. I already proven that I didn't redact, which really meant retract any of my comments. Like, I wouldn't do that. I'm not the type of person. If I make a comment, I make a comment, and I'm going to open up to whatever comments I make.
to, like, I sure he doesn't really care. But what those two did that night was, I don't want to stretch it too far, but it was a tad abusive as it turned out. He's just a grifter. Well, I would agree with you.
ADHD athlete saying I'm a grifter and that I'm vile, but yet was in here earlier this morning doing the most. But they were blocked because here's the thing that they're trying to do. They're trying to say that the incident where I said, or I was checking Yaba's chat, here's what I was doing. I explained that one of the things I do not like is two faced people. You can not like me. You can straight up tell me you don't like me. People have done that. Even last night, somebody said it. I was in Kai's chat. They don't like me. Okay, that's cool. You don't like me. All right, fine. You don't like me, but I respect a person that will tell me they don't like me in chat, but yet not come into my chat. But if you're gonna come into my chat, be nice, then go elsewhere and say nasty things about me, like ADHD athlete, what you're considered is two faced. And I hate two faced people. I abhor them. I can't stand two faced people. This community needs less of that negative behavior. That was my whole point. That if I see you elsewhere being mean, plus you're in my chat being nice, then I have a problem with you. If I see you being mean elsewhere and you're not in here, I have zero issues with you because you are being real. You don't like me, that's cool. Be real, do you, that's okay. Sweet Daddy Sarah, two things I'm going to need from AJ before I believe anything she says: her credentials and her sources, articles validating her diagnosis for anyone. Exactly.
You say he's just as vile. I don't know, but he does let people be vile all around him, and he's not the one saying much. So that's an interesting perspective to think about. I think, I don't know if he actively bullies, but he lets all the people on his panels and other people do the job for him, perhaps, because he's letting it happen. And it's courageous to speak against the tide, Well, yes, I'm all about that. That's exactly it. Critical thinking, which is almost non existent in this freaking toxic.
You know what her problem is? She's talking about critical thinking. You know what it is? It's if you're the type of person to react with comedy, with foodie beauty, is as if she doesn't like it. Like she has a problem with me posting people like Jericho D in my community post. Why? Because Jericho D doesn't take a serious angle towards the foodie beauty verse. She takes a serious angle, and I respect that. Okay, you want to take a serious angle, go ahead. But not everybody is gonna think like you. Not everybody wants to take the serious angle like you do, and you gotta respect that. If Jericho D wants to be playful, if Jericho D wants to input humor, if Jericho D wants to do the same thing as Cheyenne does, let them do it. I am not a gatekeeper. And that's exactly what she is or wants to be. She wants to be a psychological gatekeeper, letting in or removing or not letting in anybody she feels that she wants to let in or not let in.
Happen. And it's courageous to speak against the tide. Well, yes, I'm all about that. That's exactly it. Critical thinking, which is almost non existent in this freaking toxic niche area of channels. Because I think the only other one that might critically think sometimes, and then who knows what's going on lately, is DC. I haven't seen anybody else that really knows what critical thinking is in like, I don't know.
I was just gonna get to that. Big B is like she's like Chantel. In all honesty, I thought the same thing.
And those people that talk like they're healed laugh out loud. I know. Bullshit. But not many people will speak like you're speaking, ADHD athlete. So I usually just, the cheese stands alone is my motto for me. And yet I can't.
ADHD athlete is now going at Buddha bitch, saying Buddha bitch is just trying to gain attention at 35 plus. Like, how is somebody pouring their heart out on a panel with other people literally crying, showing you their vulnerability, gaining attention, cloud chasing? How is it where people have a place where they feel safe that they're able to do that? That is what I'm trying to do. Make a safe place for people that they're able to say whatever they want to say, to feel however they want to feel. But yet, ADHD athlete and AJ has a problem with it.
I can't suffer this crap. Like seriously. And then dude came up when I noticed that he redacted. I didn't. He redacted himself out of my stream. It's like, what the fuck was that?
I did not do that.
Well, it's a head game. It's a game, and it's abusive.
There are no head games being played here. I'm being real.
That's what that was, and it's nothing that says he has a respectful character to me. Oh yeah, Buddha bitch is a borderline and not as well treated as she thinks. Is just trying to gain attention at 35, like telling me you ain't healed without telling me you ain't healed. Oh yeah, it was evident, wasn't it? I can't even believe the following he does have. Well,
Facts.
there you go. I would have not had any problem or said anything.
Here we go. Here we go. Here's the one.
Come and like start fucking with me.
I did
And then the
not
information.
F with her, as she is saying. I really did not. All I did was go in there. I'll even show it to you. Here it is. Let's load this up again. This is all I did. Literally right here. Wait a second. Let me get the right one. Give me a second here. I gotta load up the right one. Here's what I did. I'm trying to find the one from 5 days ago because here's exactly what happened. Give me a second here, folks. I thought I had this loaded properly, but I guess I did not. So excuse me. All right, so here we go. So this is the one where I was in the chat and she was talking to me, and I thought I was being cordial to her. I didn't think she'd had a problem with me. Like, people were saying a lot of things. Okay, here we go. Here it is. I did not redact anything. So here we go. Let me load this. Let's zoom in, since I have to do this several times, but let's zoom in and let's load. Come on. So here's my comments here. Like, nothing has been redacted. I like, Dax was in there speaking. I was in there speaking. Nothing redacted whatsoever. I don't know where she's going off that I was redacting, which really meant retracting my statements. I really wasn't. All my statements, all my are there. All she had to do was check, but that's what she wasn't doing, is her due diligence in checking rather than feeding off of what people are saying. All she has to do is check. Like, look at this. Nothing. I said you're talked about on my channel in a positive way. I said hello to people. I was being cordial. Then I invited her on my panel because I thought she was a cool person, but it seems she wasn't. Like, all my comments are there. All she had to do was check, but she keeps listening to people that might have nefarious, you know, intentions for her. She needs to do her due diligence. That's what she needed to do.
Like, dude, if you want to compete on psychological information, I think you're going to need like about 6 to 8 years worth of education to outdo me. So if he wants to
Wait
get
a second. Isn't she just a life coach with life experience? But why is she talking about education? Correct me if I'm wrong. I could swear she is just a life coach without any piece of paper. And I'm not going to knock people that don't have paper, because you can be highly educated and a highly intelligent person without paper. So I'm not going to knock it, but don't come at me talking to me about years when she doesn't have the paper credentials. Kate says, I didn't watch her chat for most of the stream. It was in the background while I was doing work. I did not see the racism. I am disgusted that she didn't call it out. Again, I am embarrassed. It's all good, Kate. It's fine. This came out of left field, but it happened.
problem or said anything if he didn't come and like start fucking with me.
I
And
did
then the
not.
information. Like, dude, if you want to compete on psychological information, I think you're going to need like about 6 to 8 years worth of education to outdo me. So if he wants to give an explanation and make peace, he could do that. Otherwise, fuck it. I don't care. That's how I feel.
Don't Fence Mean says her website says she has formal education, but it didn't say what type of formal education or what type of education. Here's the thing about that, Don't Fence Mean. If I go to school for 4 years, 3 years to get a degree, I go to school for a year, 2 years or more to get maybe a master's, then maybe I go for a couple of years to get my PhD. The last thing I'm going to do is not put those things on my website because I worked hard. I worked my ass off to get those. So I'm not saying that everybody will put it on their website, but you have to think of, why wouldn't you put it on your website if you had those credentials, is what I'm trying to say.
Melty, one day I was down listening to Yaba. Someone mentioned him. He then did a loyalty check and said there would be consequences for talking about him. Are we talking about Monty still?
Okay, so here it is. Melty says, one day I was down listening to Yaba. Someone mentioned him. He then did a loyalty check and said there would be consequences for talking about him, that he was going to go through the chat. Here's the thing about being two-faced. I said, if there's anybody in my channel, be nice, but yet you're gonna be two faced in Yaba's chat and talk shit about me, I don't want you in my channel. You can go someplace else because I cannot stand two faced people. And I really can't. I cannot stand people that will backstab you like that. How can you interact with me in a fashion and then go to another channel and then talk your shit? That is the type of person I do not want around me. And that's the reference here. It's misinterpreted because Melty doesn't know what the hell they're talking about.
he was going to go through the chat. Are we talking about Monty? Because he's seriously sounding a little bit out there more and more by the minute. I found out Foodie was in Ottawa because of him. Being outside a farm boy calling for her like a dog.
What?
I'm like, is this legal? How isn't this stalking too?
Okay, so this is in regards to my troll, right? So I had a short. I was in Ottawa for work. This was last year, so I decided to make a video, poke fun at it. And I was outside a farm boy because I'm quite familiar with Ottawa as well as Montreal. I do go there quite often, and it was just a troll. Why is it making it seem so serious?
Far. Well, he was out there around the orange julep. I don't know the timing of it all, but like, wow, okay.
Can I say that everybody goes to Orange Julep? If you're in Montreal, the likelihood of you going to Orange Julep is high. I've said many times 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., Orange Julep is open. And that is a fact. Even on weekdays, even on early Sunday mornings, you can still go to Orange Julep in the wee hours of the morning or super late at night.
Yeah, well, I could report him for misinformation, but like, it won't go anywhere. I don't really want to get into that.
Right, a fish by any other name? It is. It's quite a tourist attraction.
Wow, so he was doing that in Yaba's chat. Wow. I'll tell you one thing I've noticed, and I've said it, right? I mean, he doesn't have the courage of his own conviction, whatever that might be, if he knows what it is. And I'm
I
talking
know.
about Monty because
I know what that is.
he lets all these women come on the panel, or there was this guy there. I just briefly looked. I don't know if it was last night or the night before. Like I had the sound turned down, but the one guy was sitting there holding like a teddy bear kind of thing.
I'm going to back this up because this can be considered misogynistic coming from her. And the person with the teddy bear, that was Ozzy. Why are you coming at Ozzy? If Ozzy feels comfortable with a teddy bear, then let Ozzy be on a panel with a teddy bear. What is the problem? I don't understand why she's making it out to be a problem. Seriously. Let me go back a little bit.
Legal.
It's very
How
hard.
isn't this stalking too far? Well, he
Yeah,
was out there
Bowser.
around the orange julep. I don't know the timing of it all, but like, wow, okay.
Right? And this,
Yeah, well, I could
can I remind everybody this is coming from a supposed accredited therapist?
report him for misinformation, but like, it won't go anywhere. I don't really want to get into that.
No, she wants to gatekeep whether or not you can bring a Bowser stuffy on stream, because that's a problem. Why?
Wow, so he was doing that in Yaba's chat. Wow. I'll
Yeah,
tell you one
Steffi.
thing I've noticed, and I've said it, right? I mean, he doesn't have the courage of his own conviction, whatever that might be, if he knows what it is. And I'm talking about Monty because he lets all these women come on the panel, or there was this guy there. I just briefly looked. I don't know if it was
Exactly, need some Z's. No professional therapist will speak about people like this.
last night or the night before. Like I had the sound turned down, but the one guy was sitting there holding like a teddy bear kind of thing in a chair that looked like a teddy bear kind of thing. I'm like, what? Why doesn't he just invite DLF up there? Who, by the way, I think, yes, he's picking on DLF too, isn't he?
I am not picking on DLF, nor have I ever picked on DLF. In fact, I've been quite fair and extremely patient with DLF, with all the outbursts, with all the misogyny that he does, the racism directed towards me.
Which actually is starting to get my goat. Because when I saw Foodie Beauty talking about him, it's like I went back and watched something that he did recently. You can tell that he is severely autistic. I can anyway. I could also tell that he's very distressed by what Monty is doing. I don't know what those videos are about.
Has she seen DLF in my chats interacting with me? Did I force DLF to come in my chats? Did I force DLF to type messages in my chats and interact, especially when I'm not even doing a stream on DLF? I've done streams on Sagittarius Shawty. DLF is in the stream. I've done streams on Foodie Beauty. DLF is in the stream. Why is he there? Because he wants to be.
But again, this is just starting to accrue really quickly. And, oh man.
Facts,
So, and these,
Santiago.
and yeah, I mean, it sounds like somebody else, doesn't it? But that somebody else is like, they think they're the best and blah, blah, blah. I don't think I'm the best, by the way. I think I suck at this.
Exactly, said Knight. DLF does know right from wrong. He does. So, and he can be wherever he wants. If he chooses to be in my chats, that's where he wants to be. I will not treat him any differently from anybody else just because he has autism. I won't.
Commentary stuff, because it's not really what I do. I educate. And on my other channel, I mean, I bring the lecture to the live stream and we go from there. I don't know if I'll be much longer in this because these people
Right,
are
Ezra?
all juvenile, childlike, unstable Mabels, one after another.
Can you imagine this person is talking about people in a shared community? I say shared community because the people that go into her chats and will go into her chats are the same people in my chats. I would never come online and call people unstable Mabels because, once again, we all have a shared audience. You're insulting people that could be part of your audience and, in fact, are part of your audience, AJ.
Like dominoes as I find them. Oh. Well, it drove me
Back, Sid.
crazy in that, I was disrespected. He played a game over here, and that panel of misinformation, plus his two latest videos where his cartoon avatar is up, he's really not correct.
Swimming Mermaid AJ is a woman. Who's that Melty? Melty used to frequent this chat, but not anymore. I guess Melty knows that they're no longer welcome here because of what they were saying. It's rather vile and it's two-faced behavior. And once again, that is not welcome here in my chat and on my channel. Mary Macri, hi there.
And he just reposts all those channels that are trash. Well, and so shrimpy and irrelevant, like they have nothing to say.
Those trash quote unquote channels she's talking about is like channels at Jericho D. So it seems she has a tier where she's at the top because she talks about serious psychological stuff. And anybody like Cheyenne or anybody that does parodies, anybody that does anything like Jericho do, they're at the bottom because the serious psychological stuff is at the top. The funny stuff is at the bottom because there's no place for funny business in the world that Foodie Beauty drama and manipulation is creating.
Like if those people don't realize they are a part of the problem, why would they? They're getting attention. I mean, Lord had to go through a lot of ugly frogs until I found and chat. Well, thank you for that. But I'm not trying to. All I am is somebody with integrity and certain expertise in certain areas of things, but I don't know everything in the world. But this
Dragon T, you're not blocked. Hi there, Angie Poo Poo Shinobi. Harem Resource Allocation says Too much carrying out of this male hater. Happy Monday, folks. Hello there, Angie.
Niche area is like sick puppy shit, basically. What else can I say? Um,
There we go. Saying sick puppy shit.
yes, he's popular because he has class and compassion. Oh, unlike me. Well, then, can you explain to me? Because I know you mod for different people. Why did one of his mods come in my chat, pretty much take it over, and then why did Monty come in my chat and then say I was welcome on a panel anytime, which I wouldn't want anything to do with? And then why did he redact himself out of my live stream? And then why is he now trying to say different things as if there's psychological or psychology expertise over there? And why did he put the panel of people together and doesn't care about how that hurts everybody with mental illnesses?
You know what? I've actually heard this before. I've heard it about you, AJ, where you're hurting people that have um, illnesses or mental processing problems. That is exactly what I've heard, that you are the one who's hurting the community. I never have demonstrated myself as a professional in that capacity. Once again, I do have a psychology degree, but I feel like I do not have the experience or the knowledge capacity to ever speak on anything like that. So I don't know where she's coming from.
But he's full of compassion and class, and I'm not, because I'm an advocate for mental health and for the correct information to be out there. Would you like to comment on that?
Right, Chatty Cathy? She's just assuming.
You're not the mod that came over, though. I know you mod for him, and I've seen you mod, I think, for someone else. But that's not the point. You're not the mod that came over here. I'm not trying to say you are. Oh, I think I know who else you mod for. But the point is, you're saying I have. Okay, you can think what you want, but why do you think I get so passionate about what I've experienced from him, what I saw on that panel? Because I happen to be a mental health professional, and I happen to
Okay.
really care about misinformation for a lot of reasons, and that.
Caring about misinformation, yeah, that's respectable, but going about it this way is wrong. The martyr car maven says nothing like this ever happened before, was shocked, tried to diffuse, but had to back off. Both sides were off. I've removed from it video coming. Thank you, MCM.
That's what got me into this niche area. So, can you explain how he's full of compassion, but behaving like he has no character? And oh, I don't have any compassion. I'm just
Birdseed, you are correct. No mental health advocate would say the thing she's saying. She would push someone's mental health in the wrong way with this exactly.
questioning what the hell happened. That's all. No, I wouldn't think I'm competition to him. But
She
he
is.
came over here and played a game as if he thought I was. I'm not saying I am. Please don't hear me incorrectly. I'm not in this niche area to be competition. And whether I get to grow any bigger or not, because people like to go to their favorite and who's popular, I don't know what'll happen.
Hi there, MK. Welcome to the chat. If the thing is, she does think people are competition because I said this in the panel that just happened maybe an hour ago. She does think people are competition. There's a reason she is going or did go at Kai Simons as well as FBRC, and I'll tell you in a second when she starts talking about Kaya. Just give it a second, give her a few minutes. She's getting there.
But you haven't explained to me yet his behavior and why that happened. And then he deletes the comment I left on that panel stream,
Hey, Desiree.
which wasn't rude or anything. So there's game playing going on from him.
I don't know what she's up to, or she doesn't understand that sometimes comments are held. It happens. Plus, there's other things to it. Maybe she really didn't post a comment. I looked, I didn't see anything. But sometimes YouTube does delete comments, so don't get upset if you see or post a comment and it doesn't show up. That doesn't automatically mean that the creator is deleting your comments. Sometimes YouTube does its own thing and the comments held.
And please know, I didn't say I was competition to him. I don't think that. Um,
Exactly, Neri.
okay. Well, I'd like to know why he came over. He had a mod come over first.
Going in
Like,
circles,
I don't know. It was it a coincidence, but
talking
wasn't
about
you, but it was
Dax.
another mod. And then why
She's talking about Dax again. As Budabit says, you cannot enlighten someone determined to misunderstand you.
did he say some things in my live stream? Because I didn't think he'd even know my channel existed. So don't think I think I'm so important that I should be competition to him. In a different way, though, on a certain subject, I might damn well be. Because why would he come over here and then redact his presence from my live stream? Because
Didn't do
I
it.
didn't redact him. And I mean, and I was told I was welcome on a panel anytime, but I wouldn't go on panels like that.
Okay, then don't. You can do whatever you want. I invited you. You could have literally said, "Hey, I don't feel like going on your on your panel," and I'd be fine with it. I'm not gonna hold it against you. You can get on or get off or never get on the panel. It's open to anyone and everyone that wants to go on. Hey, celebrity juicer.
So and then within 12 hours of whatever they were doing over here, he puts up that panel, and like I said, his last two videos with his cartoon avatar speaking about Booty Beauty's narcissism, and I can't remember the second. His information doesn't stand up, and I'm talking about specifically a mental health information.
Then I actually want her to explain why it doesn't stand up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I'd really like her whenever she makes these statements to back it up with her experience.
And so I'm willing to talk about it, but like if it like I don't care how unpopular it makes me. I don't respect Monty right now, and there's a reason for that. And
Then please explain yourself. She's not explaining anything. She's just saying you're wrong, he's wrong, she's wrong, but she hasn't explained why I am
I'm
wrong.
sure he doesn't care. He doesn't need to care. But I'm not in this niche area for clout and coin either. So but I'm waiting for the explanation of how his behavior was okay when he came to my channel. What would make him come to my channel if he's not sensing competition? I'm not saying I am.
Maybe because I am friendly and I want to reach out to people because I do not find them as competition. Whatever views I get is what I get. And that's it. I don't try to get as much views as possible. I'll work. If I do, want to make more videos or live streams, I'll do that because there's people within this niche, they make one video, and that is the equivalent to the amount of views I get for 2 days of making 4, 5, 6 live streams in 2 days. I don't get mad. I don't go over there and tell them off or berate them or say nasty things about them. That's just life. There's people
But what
where you have to work harder. And hopefully at the end of the day, at the end of the light, at the end of the tunnel, it pays off. But you just got to work harder for now.
is he doing with his behavior?
Hey, Florida, how are you doing? Fax, Monique.
Oh, I don't know.
PDF, you need to stop it with the
Well,
jokes.
actually, I wouldn't say that about somebody. Okay, well, you might. I just know what I've seen lately, but
Exactly, Kidney J. She has a mindset of scarcity, and that's going to affect her relationships, if there is any, with other creators. Because as we all know, once you start as a creator, you got to form friendships if you want to. For the most part, it does help if somebody posts on their channel or invites you on their channel, because once again, there's a lot of overlap, there's a lot of things going on. The least she can do is not have the mindset of scarcity and have an abundance mindset where she just doesn't believe everybody is competition.
um, He'll put out a pre-recorded video if he misses a long
Hey,
live stream.
Beaker. Hey, Philly girl.
Um, oh, okay. Well, and I mean, if he does snipe them, I don't care. You know. Um, so no justice, no peace. I'm still waiting for you to explain to me his behavior. If he's a great guy with compassion, and I'm somebody without it and no class, how's he got class with the way he behaved over here?
How am I
I'm
behaving?
still waiting to hear an explanation
Hey,
for that
Emalema.
or an acknowledgement of that.
This doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Well, this is what goes on so much, right? This is what's created drama among the bigger channels, or they're bigger than me anyway. One that's at 10,000, 11,000 subscribers, which is bigger than Monty, but then the bigger ones. And I don't really want to be part of drama, but so far, no justice, no peace doesn't really want to talk to me. They're talking to you, ADHD.
They have been talking to you, and they've been talking to ADHD because ADHD was saying some very vile things to her, and it's extremely offensive. And as a creator that is in control of the channel, and you see somebody being rude and vile to another person in the channel, I would have wished she would have acted.
Well, I don't agree with that comment. No justice, no peace. I mean, I'm not going to go there. But I haven't heard anything from you. You're still so now you're avoiding talking to me at all, and you're talking to someone in the chat. What about your boy Monty? What about what he did over here? Does it not matter? Because
She keeps referencing me removing comments as if it really matters. Not that I did remove comments, because I'm not in the business of doing that. I try to be as transparent as possible. But she keeps going back to Dax being in her channel and me going over there and allegedly removing comments.
where was the compassion and class in his behavior over here? And then deleting my comment on his channel, which wasn't rude.
Yeah, she was a while behind,
Well,
right?
if I have to take a hit and have hardly any viewers, if this is what Monty's about, I'll be more than happy to talk about it. And then let's go get Kaya Simon at the same time. No justice, no peace. You mod for her too, right? This game of
Facts to
popularity is
Shahidi.
bullshit toxic. They all have mental health issues. I don't know about Monty, but Kaya's a freaking unstable mess. So many of them in this niche area are.
You hear that? Going at Kai Simons. Now, once again, I don't know exactly what she deleted because there's 5 minutes of this stream missing. And that's the reason why I couldn't get the stream in full, because she edited out 5 minutes. I don't know where, but somewhere it was edited, and I want to know why.
This game of popularity is bullshit toxic. They all have mental health issues. I don't know about Monty, but Kaya's a freaking unstable mess. So many of them in this niche area are.
You know why she's going at Kaya, right? Let me explain right now. See, the thing is the views. What time does Foodie Beauty drama and manipulation come on? Typically later at night. What time does Kaya Simons come on? Typically later at night. What time does Foodie Beauty reaction channel come on? Typically later at night. And that is the reason that I believe she goes at Kaya Simons and FBRC, because she thinks of other creators, other reaction channels as taking away her views. She wants the views.
My intention is for someone to answer the question. If Monty's such a great, like No Justice, No Peace said, he's classy and compassionate, and I'm not. I'm still waiting for my answer as to his behavior over here. Funny, I'm not going to get one, am I? I'm not scared. I can do conflict all goddamn day long.
There wasn't anything to be scared about. A cordial discussion would have been best. If you had emailed me, messaged me, instead of doing this, it would have been great. Facts, Paris.
Oh no, it was really him because Dax came before him. It was really him. Yes, thank you, Milty, for backing me up. It was him. And then he redacts his comments, slinks back over there, and that panel happens less than 12 hours later.
Facts, Ray,
So
exactly.
no justice, no peace. Who wants to come at me and say I think, oh, like I'm so not compassionate and I have no class? Well, fine, think what you want, but here's the deal: I am the real deal. I have substance, and I know what I'm talking about. And dude's playing games, and he does sit there and use women to make all his points for him.
Right there, misogyny at its best, coming from her who is allegedly an accredited therapist. Let's hear that again.
His comments, slinks back over there, and that panel happens less than 12 hours later. So no justice, no peace. Who wants to come at me and say I think, oh, like I'm so not compassionate and I have no class? Well, fine, think what you want, but here's the deal: I am the real deal. I have substance, and I know what I'm talking about. And dude's playing games, and he does sit there and use women to make all his points for him, and then some.
What? Crystal B says, you've got grit, Monty. You've got compassion and you're intelligent. You've got this, and we're all behind you. Thank you, Crystal B. Chatty Cathy, Monty, I just checked. Your whole chat is up. When you edit your video, chat gets erased. That's what the experts say. So basically, she bought her cause she didn't get an invite to the party because we're in 7th grade, right?
I think maybe no justice, no peace isn't here anymore.
Exactly, Momo. Why is it use woman? Look carefully at the words this so-called therapist is using. Use woman. How do I use woman?
Exactly. Run away. So we can see what's going on with the mods of Monty, right? Gutless Wonders. And that one mods for Kai Simon's Life. Well, these are popular people. Everybody goes to their streams. Well, if I end up talking to my freaking self, I guess it's on now. Okay, I guess it's on because I've had enough. And I will not be played with. I will not be. Like Melty, this is so funny. Like, I'm sorry, but man, as a former rugby player, this online caddy shit, I know. We're trying to learn how to understand these toxic people, not be one of them. Well,
Right, Neri?
exactly. That's what I'm about. That's why I question why he got himself into the manipulation, went down to their level, and allowed for them to triangulate him willingly.
They did not triangulate me, nor was I willing, and she's using that incorrectly. So here's what triangulation is. It is a term used in psychology, most closely associated with the work of Murray Bowen. So he is known as family therapy, right? So what Bowen theorized is that a two-person emotional system is unstable. And what would that two-person emotional system be? Well, the two people are Nader and Foodie Beauty. So when that is under stress, it forms itself into a three-person system or a triangle to try and stabilize itself. So that's the real meaning of triangulation. From the work of Murray Bowen, the way how she's using it is incorrect. She's also using a lot of terminology. If I go hours later, she keeps using abuse, abuse, abuse because she does this and then she tries to backtrack and gaslight and say a lot of things that are not true to cover up what she's saying now. Video is unavailable. Looky here. Video is unavailable. Well. Look who is removing the video. So we are 6 hours, 52 minutes, and 27 seconds in, and she's removed the video. Welp, welp, welp. Oof. Oof. Well, guess what? We are playing chess and not checkers and I already have the video. So let me get that sorted for you guys. And we're going to continue 6 hours, 52 minutes, and 27 seconds in. Give me a second here, folks. Give me a second.
Hey there, AJ.
We are going to go 6 hours. This is cowardice right here. So now you're removing the video because you're feeling the heat. Okay, I see you. I see you. But here we go.
Exactly, that's what I'm about. That's why I question why he got himself into the manipulation, went down to their level, and allowed for them to triangulate him willingly.
They did not willingly triangulate me.
Melty, you said I like both, but I'm sure I'm dead at Monty's now. Well, see, and why should that happen? Because if you're over there, like, and if I happen to see, like, I would still, people can come and go from here. I'm not gonna be like that.
Listen, if you want to put things out in the public and talk like this, foodie beauty drama and manipulation, the worst thing you're going to do is make that video unavailable. These are your thoughts that I'm going over right now, and I am going to go over them. Now, you have lessened your position by doing what you just did, removing the video. That is exactly what DLF did, and it's cowardly. Cowardly. We're going to continue with this video.
But if that's true, Melty, then what does that say about these people? Because I don't do that to people. And if I really get into it big time, which is a possibility that will happen now, I would still never turn anybody away. Like if you and if you like Monty,
Facts,
I don't
Steffi.
have a problem with that. I'm just having a problem with what he did. And then the one mod comes in here and they skedaddled after an insult and I guess they left with their tail between their legs. But you know what they're probably doing? They're probably running over. I don't know. Is Kai alive right now? They're probably running over there. Ooh, guess what? And here we go. Kaboom. All right. Let's play, people. I'm not afraid of Kaya's street bullshit nonsense.
Why are you going at Kaya like this? Oh, I know why. I forgot the views.
Guess what? And here we go. Kaboom. All right. Let's play, people. I'm not afraid of Kaya's street bullshit nonsense. What a joke. If she has an intellect, I'd like to know where she's hiding it. And I don't respect Monty's character at all. What kind of shit? I'm over here minding my own business, doing my own thing. And they come over here to play. Like seriously. But if I say that it might be because of their being competitive, then I look like the ass because I've got the smaller channel. Okay, whatever.
Please pay attention to the words that she's using. She's using the words that really paint a picture, such as competition and whatnot. So let's hear this again.
I'm in business doing my own thing. And they come over here to play. Like seriously. But if I say that it might be because of their being competitive, then I look like the ass because I've got the smaller channel. Okay, whatever. You didn't see what happened then, AJ. No, I realize that.
Facts,
but
puppy
seeing
breath.
this little fan troll come in here, like Monty said, get him. Oh, okay. If Monty thinks he can play the get me game, Monty's going to be shocked. Okay?
What?
And they're so thirsty for pain. Yeah, well, grow up. This niche is just too much. We're spending time learning how to avoid these people. Exactly.
Facts, Charlotte.
Melty, just think on that, guys. If I get banned for dissenting. Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying, Melty. Like, people can come here and dissent with me, and if they're not abusive, I won't boot them, right? And so if I get a bunch of people who want to, like, I know a lot of people like Monty, like Kai. I'm not saying Those two are synonymous with each other.
So then what's the problem?
Okay, at all. Because I think right now the one that's looking the worst is like kind of does her own thing. My disrespect factor there, okay, there's a lot I don't get, but I don't care. Is not only did she ignore me after the fracture with another channel who went nuts on me for like nothing, because I didn't even mention their channel, and then they said, "Oh, I'm just here for clout and coin." Like it's so stupid. And then somebody said that to Kai, and she lost her shit. I mean, I don't know. I've been quiet, but Melty. It says everything that I've been trying to say about this niche and educate people not only about Pete's Foodie Beauty Natter, but this niche, right?
Hi there, baby Nia.
These people, these. I'm not saying they're all unstable, but like
Okay, so now we're just calling reactors unstable. Let's hear this again. Who's Kaya Simon's live? Excuse me.
niche,
Somebody
right?
put a link.
These people, these. I'm not saying they're all unstable, but like
You didn't hear it from me.
if somebody
You didn't hear it from me. You heard it from her. She's calling reactors unstable. Heather H. Anyone not interested in drama wouldn't have mentioned it. This one wants the clout. Too bad. All she's going to get is the smoke. Exactly.
would ban you for being here, or somebody else will ban you for being in someone else's channel. This goes on, I know. Then they're all just a bunch of like weak kneed, friggin' screwed up individuals. What are you trying to possess viewers? I will. Everybody's welcome in here. If they're not abusing me, I don't care who you just watched. You know, like seriously. So you see, Melty, the other thing about what you're saying,
Hey, honey.
it substantiates what I'm saying. That Monty actually can't get enough. And that when he came over here with the mod first, not the one that was here, the other one, Dax, he came over here and then he redacted himself from the stream. And then some of the videos and what's going on
I didn't
over there
do
have
that.
changed vastly. Then I don't think I know I'm not wrong that he's feeling competitive. I'm not saying that I'm somehow like he should feel threatened by me, but yet it seems exactly what's happening. Because if you were to go back there now and he bans you, what's that say about what's his fucking problem with me?
That doesn't say anything. The reason I would ban Melty, and will ban Melty, you're no longer welcome here, is for the two-faced behavior. You cannot be nice and cordial to me, have interactions with me, have me say hello to you, and whatnot, and then you're going over there and talking shit about me. I hate that stuff. It's disgusting behavior. Thank you, baby Nia.
It says that he's like a 5-year-old little boy. And I mean,
Okay, so now I'm being equated to a 5-year-old little boy.
about what's his fucking problem with me? It says that he's like a 5-year-old little boy. And I mean, I've been trashed on the farms, and people can spread that. One YouTuber has. And then a lot of people stopped watching me, believe that. That was a pretty shit show to watch. I didn't say a word about it. But that person comes for me again, I'm ready. And it's dirty, dirty info, but I've got it. And it's more than Hussey put out there.
Facts, Chris
Because
God.
that mofo got a history, boy. I'm telling you. And the worst of it ain't out there. So I'm just saying, like, other people have told me, and I have a feeling, and no, I'm not being full of myself, but I'm rattling the cage in this area.
Yes, Amanda, this stream was 12 hours long. 5 minutes has been deleted. I don't know what, but I'm sure if I had to watch it from start to finish, I could find out.
For some people. And I don't mean to be. I'm just trying to do my own thing.
If you want to know who she was talking about Foodie Beauty Reaction Channel. That is also who she's going at. And once again, my personal opinion is that is because of the views. They're all at the same time slot, typically very late at night, super early in the morning. and she doesn't like to share the views, because if Kaya is getting 300-400 views and she's getting XXX amount of views, then she feels like she should get all those views that Kaya is getting.
Oh, and sharing love, no justice, no peace wouldn't know. Laugh out loud. All they do is talk in circles about how they are better than Foodie. Well, there you go. So a lot of people need to watch Foodie Beauty for, or react to her for, so they can feel better about themselves. Ooh, Kaya Simon comes to mind.
Here we go, Kaya again. The last 6 hours is just talking about you. I know, dude. Can you imagine somebody has put in hours just talking about somebody while feeding off of the chat, and the chat is not giving you factual information, and that is why you should fact check.
People need to watch Foodie Beauty for, or react to her for, so they can feel better about themselves. Ooh, Kaya Simon comes to mind. So do a few others, but big AJ, I can't say for certain what he does, but he has said he has degrees in the sciences. Okay, well, sciences, what's that mean? And has spoken about working in, well, radiology, okay, at some point. Okay, you've never heard him mention mental health. Well, that shows, because I wouldn't pretend to know how to read an x-ray, right?
Okay.
And maybe he works nights. That could be another thing is possible.
Yeah.
But so
Is she Canadian? Yes, she is, Beaker.
why is he just? Anyways, I've already said what I have to say, right? It's pretty obvious. Um, well, in this niche area, there's too many YouTubers that they think they own people or something, and it's sick.
Biker Granny MCM did not delete any of my comments. She has been rather fair.
Irish. I wish AJ knew what was happening in chat, but she's way behind. Oh, okay.
Sandy Shore says, while AJ is in chat, can she explain why she highlighted the N word that was directed towards you during her stream? Exactly. Hi, Kleiner. Yes, could you please explain that, AJ? I had brought it up. If you are just coming in, trigger warning, but I'm going to put it up. This is what was done to me right there. Mussolini Respecter said the N word, and AJ put it up on screen. How can you do this to somebody? How can you be on YouTube for however long she's been on? I think I saw one of her channels was made in 2008, and she puts this on her own screen. How can you do this? Why? Why would you do this? Yes, please explain, AJ.
Is there more to come? Follow with other YouTubers recently. I feel we should watch who we like without punishment. Well, I agree with you. I agree with you 100% on that. But if there's other YouTubers who aren't letting you, then you might want to think about not supporting them, because what is that? It's
Facts,
ridiculous.
Rose.
It's abusive. I mean, I'm not gonna have a problem if anybody watches anybody because they watch somebody. Melty, I'm scared to say what I think because they are, well, spies everywhere. I guess I now know that, right? More than I've ever. I don't even think about that shit because, wow, these people are not mentally well. So if
Facts,
you don't
Amy.
know you're better than Chantal, get some help. Exactly. And if you are, get more. Everyone I know is better than her. Well, I don't even think about that, and yeah, I don't know. Melty, at least Yaba is understanding. Well, you mean in the sense that like you can be anywhere and you can be in her chat kind of understanding? Because I don't know much about Yaba. I just watched a little bit and I've seen other people go at her, and I don't know if she's gone at other people, but I saw one really pathetic channel try to do that, like ridiculous. Um,
Until
Chantel reinforces to me to continue living a healthy life. But do you really need that reinforced to do it? Is the question, right?
what did Melty do? Melty showed their true colors. Not really sure if it's a male or female, what pronouns they have. I believe it's a female with she, her pronouns. They were just two faced. So they're no longer welcome here.
But just do the exact opposite of her. Just what makes one ahead of the game. But she's still very sick.
Heather H says, FYI, a posted comment on the last stream, the same behavior I've seen her exhibit in the past. She has a track record of talking shite about men with large followings on YouTube. Oh, really? Thank you, Heather H. I did not know that. Yeah, Melty has contributed to what could be the downfall of Foodie Beauty drama and manipulation, because there was a lot of falsities in their statements. Hello, happy life. And all AJ FBDM should have done is fact check before going off. But thank you again, Heather. Very interesting. She's just gonna go in circles from here on out, to be honest with you. Starting from now, I think she starts just spewing, 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 talking about me, talking about me, talking about me. So let's wrap this up in the
So a lot of
next.
YouTubers in this area, just saying. Oh, no justice, no peace will just take this and run to the incels. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, good.
And what would you use that
Well, they've
word?
already been up one side and down the other of me, so, they can just add to that. Um, no, see, I have no idea what happened that night, AJ. No, I understand. But the aftermath leaves me confused. All the words that he said were meaningless. That's right. That's right. And the moderator, that's not how you enter someone's stream. You're
What? How do you? Okay, please explain this to me.
were meaningless. That's right. That's right. And the moderator, that's not how you enter someone's stream. You're a mod on another channel, like I can't speak for what my moderators do, but I would hope that they would not go and try to dominate an entire chat, like as announcing that they mod for me, right? At
I'm sorry, Foodie Beauty drama. Excuse me, Foodie Beauty drama and manipulation. How am I twisting it when the words are coming out of your mouth? Please explain to me. How am I twisting this? How am I twisting this where literally somebody in your chat put the R word up in the chat and you put it on the screen? How is it that I did this? You're the one who did this. You're the one who's saying the words that you're saying. You're the one who is in control. Look, you even made your video unavailable. How am I the one responsible?
as
Please
he announced, or
explain.
everybody knew, he modded for Monty. Just I knew something was up, and so yeah, I'm going to stand with this statement, right? Since the mod Dax came over here that one night only, you would think I wouldn't be on the radar. I asked how they even knew I existed. They said, were people mentioning me in their chat? I said, well, I hope it's all good. I got no answer. Who knows? And then Monty shows up. And after a while, and he doesn't say a whole lot, but he's like, oh, you're welcome on a panel anytime, blah, 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 whatever. I didn't even know what a panel meant. So I might have said at that point, oh, that would be cool or whatever, not knowing what it meant. Mistaking a panel for a collab, also, by the way, not even knowing what that meant, like in terms of why was he in my chat. But I'm going to stand by this statement.
I was in her chat once again because I thought she made legit points and she came off as a person trying to help in the community. That's why I was in there. I won't go any longer in circles with her because this is all she's going to do. She has privatized this stream. I don't know what she's going to do, if she's going to delete it, but I always make sure to get myself a copy in case anyone deletes or privatize their stream. Hi there, Lucy Lopez. So all I'm gonna say is she's gonna keep going in circles here, and we've heard it before. She talks about Dax, she talks about me, she talks about Kai Simon, she talks about FBRC. It's about the views. She sees people as competition, and she misuses certain words, and she doesn't know where certain countries are in the world. Let's just call it a night. This is it. Part two, done and over. Did she delete the whole 12-hour video? Let me check. I'm gonna check right now and see what exactly she did with that video. Some people have told me she's privatized the video. Others have said that she has deleted it. So let me refresh my screen here and see if this video is done and gone or is private. The video is private. I'll show you on my screen. This is what she's done. She's privatized her video because I guess she doesn't like me to review what she has done. But like I said, I always have a copy. Anyways, thank you everybody. Hopefully, this is the end of things. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I want to make my community someplace where people can express their thoughts, their points of view. You don't have to agree with me. I don't mind people disagreeing with me. There's tons of people. My mod, No Justice, disagrees with me on like so many things. So many things were in DMs on Instagram talking about things because I see it one way and she sees it the other. In fact, even on the panel, we were disagreeing with each other. You guys don't know this, but we're like going back and forth in the DMs. I'm saying one thing, she's saying another thing. We're disagreeing with each other, but it's okay. I get her point of view. I get your point of view. Everybody has the right to say whatever they want to say as long as they're nice about it, as long as they're not offending somebody. But thank you so much, everybody. Hopefully, this didn't put a bad taste in your mouth, and hopefully, we can move on from this. And have a good night. I'm not sure if I'm going to be back in an hour or two. Probably not. Don't know where Foodie Beauty is, but I can kind of guess because we haven't seen Nader on at all since yesterday. But thank you, everybody. Take care. Have a good one. Don't forget, I have to post the birthday bash, birthday bonanza. There's going to be a prize. Also, I'll be announcing the winner of the prize for Easter. Then after my birthday, it's going to be for Mother's Day, which Mother's Day is going to be a good prize. A good prize would be a full handbag. So I do have a choice of really nice handbags that you can win. All you have to do is enter. All right, everyone, take care. Have a good night, and bye bye.